I finally asked the question I had been afraid to ask for years, and the answer completely changed how I see everything. Not just the topic I asked about everything. The question was simple. Am I actually learning, or am I just collecting information? I asked it to a mentor who had spent 30 years teaching, and I expected some kind of encouraging, diplomatic non-answer. Instead, he looked at me and said, "You've been hoarding, not learning, and the difference is costing you." I felt like someone had pulled the floor out from under me, because deep down, I already knew it was true. We live in an era where information is the most abundant resource on the planet. Yet somehow we feel more confused and less capable than ever. The irony is almost poetic. We are drowning in answers while still unable to ask the right questions. Think about the last time you bookmarked an article, saved a video, or screenshot a quote, and then never touched it again. That's not learning, that's digital hoarding with extra steps, and most of us have built entire psychological identities around it. The mentor explained it this way: consuming information without application is like eating without digesting. You feel full, but you're actually starving. That metaphor hit me like a freight train because I had mistaken the feeling of being informed for the state of being capable. The behavioral economics behind this are fascinating and a little devastating. Humans get a dopamine hit from acquiring knowledge, even without using it. We are literally rewarded neurologically for the act of collecting, which is why your podcast queue is 400 episodes long and growing. Studies show that people who take notes by hand retain information significantly better than those who type, not because of the medium, but because of the friction, the slowing down forces, synthesis. We've optimized for speed and volume so aggressively that we accidentally optimized away comprehension. Here's where it gets historical and a little humbling. Every generation thinks it's uniquely overwhelmed by information, from the printing press to the telegraph to the internet. The pattern is always the same. Abundance creates anxiety. Anxiety creates shortcuts, and shortcuts create the illusion of mastery. The real shift in my perspective came when he asked me to explain one thing I had learned that week without looking anything up. I fumbled, I stalled, I said, "Well, it's complicated," which, as he pointed out, is what we say when we don't actually understand something. The misconception most people carry is that reading more will eventually click into wisdom, like water filling a glass until it overflows into action. But wisdom isn't overflow, it's compression. It's the ruthless editing of experience into something portable and usable under pressure. The practical lesson here is almost embarrassingly straightforward. Learn less, but apply what you learn before you move on. Treat every idea like a position you have to size correctly. Don't go all in on a concept you haven't stress tested in real life yet. Discipline in learning, as in most things, is not about intensity. It's about consistency and the humility to stay at the basics longer than feels comfortable. The people who seem to know the most are almost always the ones who spent the most time with the least amount of material. So the question you need to ask yourself today is not, what should I learn next? But what have I actually absorbed, and where is the proof? Because the answer to that question is either going to motivate you, humble you, and both of those outcomes are exactly what growth looks like. If you like what we're unpacking here, hit subscribe and go check out all our other topics. We promise the questions only get better.